Hello, guys. How is everyone doing today? I am so excited to be with you. Hello, as you come on, say hey. Let me know where you are watching from. Today, I am feeling just very grounded and very planted in the message that I'm going to share today, right? And I am just so excited and so blessed to be here with you today. And I wanted to start off, well, first of all, hello, welcome. You're with your, oh my gosh, I feel so funny right now. You're with you're with your host, Rebecca Ian, Divine Intuitive Healer and Soul Expansion Coach. And I am all about getting women stepping into their truth, light, and power and getting them into their message, into their purpose, making it a business and sharing it with the world truthfully and authentically, right? I'm all about the authenticity. So as you come on, say hey, let me know your name, let me know where you're watching from, join, say hey. Sorry, guys. I got a little something in my throat, but say hey, guys, because I want to be able to interact with you. I want to be able to say hey and be able to know your name and everything. So come on. Hello. This is going to be so much fun. This is going to be so exciting. Today, I'm really going to be talking about, well, first I have a story for you, just a quick story about something that happened to me today. That was a really big message for me. So we'll talk about that. Second of all, we're going to be talking about today is the new moon in Gemini. So what I was really feeling like what was coming through was opening us up to receive, right? I'm going to want to help people open up to receive, open them up to receiving the abundance, past of that, open to receiving your message, right? Your purpose, everything that you're calling in right now. You have to be a clear, open vessel to openly receive all of this, right? So let's get you open. Let's clear you up. And I'm just really going to riff today. I'm really going to just let myself be guided to the people, whatever I'm meant to say today will come out, right? For the highest good of all. So I'm so excited. All right, guys, let's get started. So today is the new moon in Gemini, and it is just opening us up to the new energy waves that are ready to carry us through this year, right? Who has been struggling a little bit? Who last week or this week has been struggling a little bit? Put a hand up, say like, yeah. I can definitely attest to that too. I've definitely, this past week has been a little not rough, but a lot of old stuff has been coming up to be cleared, right? A lot of old stuff has been coming up to be cleared finally, and it feels good. But also when we do these clearing and we're in this purging season, it feels like it can be so intense sometimes, and we can get kind of caught up in like the ego a little bit because we have so much leaving us, we have so much clearing from us, that sometimes we get caught up in like the ego thoughts of, oh my gosh, what if I'm not good enough? We get caught up in the fear. What am I not good enough? What if I can't do this? What if I can't, and all of those things start to come in. So today we're really going to be talking about, well, yesterday we talked about clearing the fear, right? And I told you, I gave you the 3 steps to clearing fear and stepping into your desires. But so much more than that, if you want to step into your business, if you want to step into your purpose and make it a business and share it with the world and share it authentically, we have to be open vessels to receive. And this is the message that just keeps coming through. We have to be open vessels to receive. So as you say, hey, as you come on, say, hey, let me know that you're here. I'm so excited to be here with you today. This should be with all of the goodness. And all of the energy is so good. Okay, is everyone on? I'm just waiting a second for a few more peeps to come on. Hi, guys. Hello. Beautiful. Okay, I was looking for one more person because I know one person was wanting to be a part of this, but I could not find her. That's okay. Hi, guys. Hi, Jody. Welcome. Hi, guys on Instagram. Okay, so let's dive in. Opening ourselves up to receiving. What does that even mean, right? Opening ourselves up to receiving the highest vibration of love. Okay, first of all, before I go into this, I'm feeling like I need to share this story. So today I was on a walk. I live in Jackson Hole, Wyoming. It's beautiful out here right now. We're out in the mountains. If you've ever been to the Grand Tetons, that's where I live, out in like near Yellowstone. And I went out there today and I was just kind of walking, connecting with nature and kind of connecting in, right? I was really connecting with that vision, connecting with everything I was calling in. I'm calling in something really big for myself right now, for me and my fiance, our next level. We're calling in something really big for our next thing. And I was just kind of clearing my mind with nature. That's how I really clear my mind, is get in nature and just kind of let myself unravel all of the fear and unravel all of everything that's holding me back. And I was walking and I came across the stream down the road. I walk past cows and then I come to a beautiful stream. It's so beautiful. And these grounds are so healing. And there's a woman out there with her dog, and she's throwing sticks into the water, and the dog's going swimming, and it's not super deep. The dog can stand, so it's fine. But he's swimming, and he, after swimming, like comes over to me, right? And he starts literally shaking off like water. I'm like almost drenched, and the dog is like jumping on me, like soaking wet, and I just sat there, and I was just laughing. Because that was my niggle, that was my guidance from the universe, to not take everything so seriously, to not take life so seriously, to not take, we've been calling in these goals, and so what happens is we're trying to get a house, and it's like you put a contract out there and someone doesn't take it, and then it gets revoked, blah, blah, blah. There's so much back and forth and energy and blah, blah, blah. But it's the message to me today from God, love, universe, whatever you call it, is that, guys, stay humble. We have to stay humble, we have to stay humble in our message. We have to remember who we are along this journey. We have to remember that we're not better than anyone else, but we're not less than anyone else, right? That was my sign when that dog is jumping all over me, soaking wet. That is my instance right there, like instant right there. Return back to love. Return back and stay humble in who I am. Stay humble in the message that I have to share, and stay true to my purpose and the message. Because sometimes, guys, the truth is that this world gives us so many different views. This world gives us so many, we should be talking about this, or we should be striving to have this amount of money, or we should be this, or we should be that, or we should be making this amount of money, right? The world of the society gives us so many things that we should be or should be falling into, or what we should be doing. But today the message is just, fuck all of that. Fuck it. Like, I'm over people telling me I have to do this, or I have to have this kind of job to make this kind of money, or putting all of these restrictions on us, right? No, I'm over it. Like, it's just I'm so over it. And I'm sick of people, the banks, everything, like putting restrictions on me, right? That's not how we're meant to live within this world. We are meant to be limitless. We are meant to do what turns our soul on. We are meant to share our truth with the world freely, right? And authentically. And it just, this message today is just all about staying humble in who we are, humble in the message we have to share, humble in everything we have to share with other people. Right, guys? Okay, so many hearts going on Facebook right now, so I'm guessing y'all are liking this message. Let me know if you're connecting with it. But yeah, so the dog is like soaking wet, jumping all over me, and that was my nudge, guys, from God, love, universe, from whatever you want to call it. Stay humble, and don't get so wrapped up in the day-to-day bullshit of this has to be this way, or this has to be that way. We have to, on this path, we have to be able to almost put our blinders on, right? We have to be able to put our blinders on and to stay true to ourselves, to stay true to our message, to stay true to our hearts. Because the truth is, there are so many people out there telling us so many different things of how to be, how to live, how much money to make, how to make the money. And especially in this industry, guys, I'm in the coaching industry, whatever you want to, the coaching industry, the self-development industry, whatever you want to call it. And so many people on here are doing everything for the money, right? It's all about the money. And I get it. Like, I'm all about making a lot of money, and I'm all about having massive amounts of abundance, but also staying humble and true to my message and authenticity along the way. right? I'm all about that. I live a very nice life. I grew up in a very nice family. I'm completely supported and taken care of. But that doesn't mean that I don't stay humble. No, I stay humble as fuck. I be real. I share my authentic message even when people don't understand why. You know, I have a story to share. This is a completely different message than what I was supposed to share today, but this is what's coming through. And the truth is that so many people, while I was growing up, told me, you know, I grew up from a family with a family business, a very profitable, a very nice family private business. And all my life growing up, everyone was like, oh, you'll so take over, you'll be CEO, or, you know, my fiance and my fiance is also an accountant. And so many people, how many times have I heard, oh my gosh, you two are like a power couple, y'all are powerhouses, y'all could take over that company and run it and doing all of these things and hustle and hard work and all of this stuff. And it came a point in my life, guys, when I was about 21, 22, I graduated college. And, you know, from having that ingrained all my life, you know, like, oh, you'll take over the company, or, oh, you can go into the company, I'll make plenty of money. Money will never be a problem because I can fall into this, what the company has to offer me, right? What my family has to offer me, and I could do that. But it came a point in my life when I was 21, 22, graduating college, graduating with an integrated marketing communications and business administration degree. And I was faced with two choices. I had two choices. I had the choice over here that seemed very realistic and what a lot of other women or a lot of people at 22 would have chosen, 21, 22 would have chosen, to work for the company, to be making 60, 80, 100K a year easy, right? It was super secure. I would have grown. I could have expanded. I could have gone to upper level. I could go anywhere within the company, right? That felt good, right? And then I had this other part of me, this like other part of me that was really my soul calling that I felt knocking on the door. I felt this calling to something bigger within my life, something way beyond the money, something way beyond making a certain amount of money figure a year. And I decided in that moment, and I made a commitment in that moment to follow my soul, to follow my intuition, to follow my soul wherever it was guiding me to go. And it was guiding me to, I don't know why, but a master's in fashion management program in Milan, Italy, right? And I went to this master's in fashion management, and it actually ended up being an amazing training that I use now for my business because it's all about branding. And I helped high-end services brand themselves and brand their new services and help them come up with new services. I worked with like Montclair, and then I went, which is like a clothing company, a high-end luxury clothing company. And then I went on and did writing for a boutique fashion magazine in Milan. And that was pretty cool. But then again, I was faced with this like feeling within inside of myself. Where am I being guided? I was being guided to quit that job. I was working, I thought I was living my purpose. I thought my purpose was, I was following my soul, right? And I was going to fashion shows, and I was doing the Milan Fashion Week thing, and I was writing articles on high-end brands like Louis Vuitton, Burberry, you know, all of the cool stuff, Dior, and all of that. And 8 months in, I was faced with that decision again of that soul feeling within me, of something bigger rising within me, a bigger purpose, a bigger something that was calling me. And once again, I followed it. I quit the job, had no job lined up. I quit the job. I joined Marie Forleo's B School Business School, which was all about how to rocket entrepreneurship and put your business out there. I had no idea what my business was going to be. I just knew I was going to create one. And, and I started doing the work, guys. You know, before this, I had been doing the healing work. I had been on a self-development field. I was following my soul. And finally, my soul was calling me to start sharing it with other people. So I did that course. I launched my blog, The Blue Empath. And I got, oh my gosh, it spread like wildfire. It just took off, and so many people were commenting and reaching out to me and saying how my story helped them and all of these things. You can go view it at theblueempath.com and read my story and read my different writings. There's lots and lots of writings. But I launched that. And then what happened after that? My soul called me into something even freaking bigger, to become a coach, to help other women step into their truth, light, and power, right? To help other women go through their deep healing and expand themselves. So it's just like one after another that I have been like just letting my soul, letting my intuition, that inner knowingness within me guide me to my next steps of where I'm going. And in this, so I went from being 22, graduating college with two choices. Follow my soul, even though I had no idea where the hell it was leading me. I had no idea. It just was like, go to Milan and do some healing work and learn. And I was like, okay. And I did, right? But so many people in societies who are conditioned to society's ideals these days would have picked the company, the private family company that you could have up-leveled in and made a lot of money in. They would have picked the money. They would have picked the money. And this is where we're going wrong. We have to stay humble enough to follow our soul. We have to stay humble enough along this journey to find the fulfillment within life, to let our intuition guide us into what is meant for us so that we can impact the people that we are meant to impact. Because the truth is, we all have unique soul gifts. We all have unique soul gifts. We all came into this world with something special to share with everyone. Whether that's a product, a program, a new patent, who knows what it is? I don't know what it is. I can't tell you what it is. Only you would know. But what I do know is that your soul will guide you there. It will leave the clues and guide you to where you're going. It will guide you to the purpose that you're meant to share with this world. If you let it, guys, if you let it. And this takes a big commitment to surrendering to an outcome that doesn't always make sense, to surrendering and letting go of the money, to surrendering and letting go and just following that guidance within us, right? Let me know if this is resonating with you. As you come on, guys, say hey. Please drop your names below so I can see you and I can interact with you. And please ask questions along this. I was just talking about how along this journey, I was talking about how I started my business. And last year, it was probably a year from this month, or no, it was a year from July. So a month from now, a year. So about a year ago, I set out and I followed my purpose, or I followed this feeling within me that said, launch as a coach, become a forgiveness guru, like coach other women through their healing, help other women come out on the other side like you did for yourself. And I did, and I put my coaching out there. And beautiful things started to unfold. Things started to unfold and happen for me. But then I burnt out within that business, that it became very stagnant. The energy became very stagnant in my business last year because I was focused on the money, because I was money driven, even though I have plenty of money, I have plenty of abundance flowing into me at all times. I became too focused on the money in my business. And what happened? That energy went stagnant. People weren't wanting to buy because they were feeling this resistance within me. So then I went on a really deep healing journey, November, December, January, February, till March, probably. I'd say through March. I was in this deep surrender, this deep, deep healing center of myself, going inwards, finding answers. I was on my hands and knees, guys, over and over. I was on my hands and knees asking God, love, angels, universe, please guide me. Where am I meant to go? What am I meant to do, right? What am I meant to share? And it wasn't until that I got on a plane to go see my grandparents down south in Alabama that I finally got this huge wave of an answer, I guess. And it was so beautiful. I was on the plane and I was just sitting there doing my mantra, doing my meditation, bowing down. I was bowing down to my inner guidance. I was bowing down, just asking God, love, universe, where would you have me go? What would you have me do? What would you have me say? And to whom? And what happened? I heard this voice within inside of me, that intuition that was always guiding me along my way, come out very strong. And it said, you are an intuitive healer. You're a healer at the beginning of all of your work. And in that moment, it just clicked for me. I am an intuitive healer. I am on this earth right now as a light leader, a light worker, a divine feminine leader, a priestess who is helping women heal to heal their core wounds, to heal the traumas, to heal everything beneath the surface that is keeping them back from stepping into their truth, light, and power, helping them heal everything that has kept them back from starting their business, right? And that's what I do. And this has been my journey, guys. But it all started with the decision. I was faced with the decision, and we're all faced with this decision. Do I follow my soul? Do I follow my soul and that niggle feeling within me and dive deep into it and expand my soul and let my intuition guide me, even though it doesn't make sense, even though I don't see the path, even though I don't know how the money's going to come in? Or do I do this other thing that is, yeah, secure, but doesn't really bring me that much fulfillment? You know, it just came down to those points. Which one do I choose? The family company that would give me security and all the money I needed and success that I probably needed, but no fulfillment? I was 22, guys, and I chose my soul. I chose to follow my intuition on a path that didn't make any sense, on a path I couldn't see, on a path that all I could see was move to Milan, and that's all I got. And I took a risk. I took a really big risk. I moved myself with 2 bags, okay, kidding, 3 bags, over to Milan. I moved myself over there, and I just learned what to do. I don't know. I just fell in, and you know what I kept doing? I just kept following my soul. I kept following that feeling within me. I kept following my intuition. Where is it guiding me? To what teachers? To what places? And I was guided to so many places. But the true message in all of this, guys, is to stay humble. To stay humble along this path. To not let society tell you who you should be or shouldn't be. To not let other people tell us who we should be or what our message should be. It's about standing firm in who we are, but with our chest open and our hearts wide open, because that is how we impact the world. That is how we make an impact, right? We have to keep our hearts open and our boundaries strong. And we have to stand within our authenticity, within everything we believe in, and let it guide us in our way, and let it guide us effortlessly. We don't need to fight against the journey. We do not have to have resistance. If you're meeting resistance right now, it's because you're holding on to an outcome that isn't meant for you. Damn, did anyone just write that? That was really good. If you have resistance and you're meeting resistance within your life or anywhere, it's because you're holding on to an outcome that is not meant for you. Surrender it over. Give it all away. God, love, universe's plan is so much bigger than any of y'all know. But so many of us are staying clung like this to ropes, to a company or to something else that isn't meant for us. And I'm not going to tell you this journey is easy, because it's not. I got my ass kicked last week within my personal development and my personal life, and a lot of shit came up for me to clear. But that is good, because I know that deep clearing I was doing, I know that deep clearing and cleansing I was doing is because it's opening me up to that next level that I'm calling in, right? To that next 10K, 20K, everything, but even more past the money. It equals impacting more people, sharing my message more authentically. That's what it means. That's what it means. So let God, love, universe, let the new moon, let it come in and let that stuff release, guys, that's no longer yours. The emotions, the abandonment, the hurt, the fear, the sadness, the resentment. You have to be willing to let go of that to step into your dream. You don't get both. You have to let go of your old ideals, your old practices, your old beliefs. You have to be able to let go of these old society ideals of how you should be to step into everything that the universe has for you, right? But it takes courage. It takes courage to do shit like this. It takes courage to show up like this and to share a message like this, telling people they have to let go of basically their security, to follow their soul. I believe you can have security and abundance and all of it together, but I'm saying you have to let go of your bullshit stories that are keeping you in a pattern, playing small, right? You have to be able to let go of your bullshit and call it out. I'm not saying this journey is easy, because it's not. Like I said, I got my ass kicked last week. But I am saying this journey is worth it. It is worth it, because like Tony Robbins says, success without fulfillment is the ultimate failure. If you have success, that's amazing, but do you have fulfillment? Do you feel fulfilled? Do you feel happy? Do you have your health, your wealth, your happiness? Do you have it all? That's the true measure of success. I'm sick of people telling me that money is the measure of success, or that my car is my measure of success, or this thing is my measure of success. Your measure of success is how deep you can go into your own healing. That is true measure of success, right? This work is so beyond the money. This work is something so far deeper. This is about leading people into ascension, into expansion, into following their soul, into following their purpose and releasing it into the world. And the only thing holding you back from that is your own beliefs, your own things that you have about yourself, telling you your own fears, your own resistance, because no one could hold you back from that. No one. And if you feel like they are, then you need to cut the cords with that person. You need to forgive that person. This work takes courage, and it takes commitment. It takes commitment to the light. It takes commitment to showing up and showing your heart, right? This is the new way the world is going. This is the new energy flooding the planet right now. It's a light consciousness that is here to wake us up on a deep cellular level. Divine feminine beings around the world are being called to wake the fuck up. That is all of us women. To wake up to the sacredness within us. To wake up to the sacred messages we have to share that lay within us. You already have everything you need to go out there and share it. You just have to clear yourself of the resistance that's keeping you from it. And some of y'all might come to me and say, and so many people do, well, and this is what I teach. How do I clear that resistance? How do I start clearing that resistance so I can launch that business, so I can live in my purpose, so I can have the fulfillment and the abundance and the money and the health and the happiness? Start looking at it. What is your fears? Number one, start writing down everything you want, everything you desire. If you're desiring a business that replaces your full-time income right now, write that down. Write that down. If you're desiring $1 million business, write that down. Write down everything you're wanting. Everything you're wanting to call in, the life you're wanting to live, the house you're wanting to live in, the car you're wanting to drive, but so much more farther than that, how many people you want to impact. What do you feel within inside of you? This is an inside job, guys. I can't tell you these things. You have to go deep within yourself and answer these questions. How many people do you want to impact? What turns your soul on? What subjects turn you on? What would you love to lecture on? What would you love to write a book on? What would you love to have a digital course about? Right? This is what it's about, guys. This is what it's about. Staying humble, staying true to the journey, staying true to you, staying true to everything you have coming into you, and clearing the resistance that holds you back. Right? We have to clear the fear. You have to clear all of that stuff. And how do you start doing that? Start writing it down and calling it out, guys. If you do not call out your fear owns you. Call your fear out. Write it down. Cross it out and choose a new story that feels better for you. Decide a new story. And any second, we can always decide a new belief for ourselves. We can always decide a new way for ourselves. But it's going to cost you. It's going to cost you letting go of fear, letting go of resistance, letting go of everything that is no longer of the highest vibration of love that you are allowing in. That means letting go of resentments. That means forgiving the people that we have to forgive. When you choose this journey, when you choose soul expansion, when you choose to be a coach, to be a light leader, to be a divine feminine leader, to step into your priestess role, you have to pledge to the light. You have to pledge to the goodness within you. You have to pledge to use your money for good, to use your message for the good, for the highest good of all, for the highest service of all. And this is a commitment every day to showing up in our power, to showing up in our truth, our light, and our power. And you have to get in a spot where you are so freaking set in it, right? You're feeling it, you're set in it, you're like, this is what I have to share, and you share it freely, right? But then so many people are going to come up to me and say, well, Rebecca, yeah, I get that, but what if I piss someone off? What if I hurt someone's feelings? All of these things. Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. Your message is going to trigger people sometimes, right? That's okay. That means it's just triggering, you're just mirroring to them something that is unhealed within themselves. This is what it's all about, guys. It all circles back around to what? Heal your inner self, heal the inner wounds, and everything will come from that. I've done the healing work. I got down on my hands and knees and surrendered to this journey for 5 months. 5 months on my hands and knees. God, where would you have me go? What would you have me do? What would you have me say? And to whom? And I got my guidance. They told me where to go. Every day, what am I doing? I am tuning in. I am meditating, tuning into where am I being guided right now? Where am I being guided to go? Who am I being guided to talk to? You have to be able to listen to these nudges because they will take you along your soul expansion journey. And they will take you so much farther than you ever thought. Where I was a year ago, guys, a year ago, I was just sitting at Spirit Junkie Masterclass Live with Gabby Bernstein. And I got up in front of like 300 women. And I asked a question to Gabby, and I talked about an ebook that I was writing, or that I had written. And I was talking about my blog and all of the traumas and all of the hurts that I've been through. And Gabby, you know what she told me? She said, keep writing, keep going, keep releasing your truth, because that is what will guide you, and it'll just build and build, and your truth will build, and it'll just all keep building on each other. But it all starts with small right actions along the way and releasing it. Right? And putting it out within the world. And she just told me to keep doing that, to keep going, to keep tuning in every morning like I was doing, tuning in to that inner voice within inside myself, and to letting it freely write and freely say what it was meant to come say. Because that is what this journey is about. It's connecting into our innerness, into our, she calls it the inner guide, but whatever you want to call it, your intuition, your soul, whatever it is, to tune into that and talk from that place within the heart and speak from the heart. And when you do that, the people, the places, the clients, everything will come to you. Well, yeah, but you have to be open to receive it, right? Like we talked about earlier, you have to be open to receiving it. So that goes back to doing the deep healing work, clearing out everything that says you're not good enough, you're not worthy enough, not pretty enough. What else? I'm not this enough. I'm not that enough. You have to be able to clear all of that out, to clear all of that bullshit out, all of those old paradigms out, all of those old stories out, all of those old beliefs out. And that's the commitment you make to when you choose this journey to show up as a leader, to show up as a light worker, right? Yeah, that's the commitment. It's to always doing the inner healing work, to healing the wounds, the traumas, the hurts, the sadness, and all of it. And from there, sharing authentically and sharing your message with the world and sharing humbly. Like I said, the beginning of this journey, or at the beginning of this live, which has been a journey, I was talking about staying humble. That this work, you have to commit. It is not for the money. Do you get abundance? Do you get to have abundance within this? Yes, of course. I believe putting your work out there, making massive amounts of overflow of abundance coming to you. Of course, I believe in that. But this work is so much deeper than that. It is about the people you impact, the lives you impact, putting your money for good. This is about such a deeper impact than you could ever imagine. Stop focusing on you so much. This is about raising the consciousness of this planet. This is about ushering in a new energy and helping people integrate it so that they can live their best life, so they can have the business of their dreams, so they can have it all. Right? And that is what I bow down to within myself, is my ability to touch people with my story, my ability to impact millions, my ability to show up authentically and share from a truthful feeling. And that's all that matters. The rest will follow and fall into place. But it just starts from your commitment to the journey, your commitment to the light, your commitment to doing the deep healing work and clearing out all of the stuff that isn't meant for you anymore, right? Hi, Alexis. She says, yes, girl, clear that shit out. Yes, babe, yes. Let that intuition flow freely. Yes, yes, yes. Hi, Carrie. Hi, Jody. Carrie says, so grateful you took that risk. Yes, I'm so grateful I took the risk too of following my soul, of following my path, of following everything that is meant for me, right? But guys, that also took a really deep surrender, and it took a real decision that I had to make to stay in my family business, to follow my family's footsteps in my business, and which is a really big business and a very profitable business that I could have joined and been making 100K very quickly a year, or to choose my soul. I chose fulfillment. I chose my soul. I chose my soul because I believe, and that I'm here to teach, that fulfillment is everything. Your purpose and sharing it with the world is everything. You will have massive amounts of abundance flowing into you when you do so. You will get to have the life you want. You get all of that, right? But don't be so focused on the money, because the money will leave you empty. I've been there. I've had all the shit. I've had the Chanel bags, the Chanel shoes, all of it. And I still do. I love wearing it. It's fun. That's awesome. That's a big part of me, but it's not all of me. Those things don't define me. They don't define my spirit, and they don't define my fulfillment. They don't define my commitment to this work and my deep healing work and my commitment to the light and to surrendering everything down. That is how you get all this stuff, because I've had the money. I've had all the stuff. I've had this and that, whatever. My mom gave me my first Chanel bag at like, 15, whatever. But that stuff doesn't mean anything without following your purpose, following your soul. And if you're doing this work for the money, you won't see the success that you could see. Because when you do this work for the highest good of all, and for the highest vibration of love, for the highest service of all, you will see an impact far greater beyond than you could ever imagine. Far greater. Stay humble. Stay humble to your journey. Stay committed to everything that you're calling in. Stay committed to the light. Stay committed to that voice that is guiding you, because it won't leave you astray. It'll always lead you to the next spot, even if it seems scary. Last week, I had to dive into a big financial decision that seemed really scary to me. And now I'm kind of coming out on the other side, and I'm like, wow, thank you, God, love, universe, angels, whatever you call it. Thank you, God, for guiding me to this moment, for helping me expand myself, because I believe when we expand, whenever we start opening up to new possibilities, I get to open up to more, impacting more people, more clients, holding more. I have a bigger bandwidth for holding more people, holding more light, holding more manifestations within me, right? Because I'm expanding. That is why I'm all about soul expansion. That is why I am all about that soul feeling, letting it expand you so you can hold that light, so you can hold the abundance that will come, so you can hold the soul nomadic clients that are coming to you, right? But it all starts with staying humble. Humble to our journey, committed to where we're going, committed to everything that we're calling in, committed to the light. Because this journey takes a real commitment to showing up in love every day. You know how many times in my family I have faced situations where it would be very easy to let my ego control and let my ego come in and say, well, that person didn't treat me right, so I'm just going to write them off. You know how many times that would have been the easier thing? But this journey says no. My soul says no. We dive in deeper. And we do the healing work. And we return back to love. And we return back to that loving feeling and surrounding that person in love, because this is the journey. We can all try to put it in different ways. All the coaches can say this is the money or blah, blah, blah. And this coaching industry, don't get me started, has a real problem right now with glorifying the money and all of this. And I admit I've gotten caught up into it. but I have made a commitment. I am making a commitment right now, and I have in the past, to stay humble to my mission, to stay humble to the light, to stay humble to the truth within me and my authenticity, and you need to too. This society is going to tell you a lot of things about you, how you should be, how much money you should be making, what your house you should be in. It's going to try to tell you a lot of things. I grew up in a family, a very nice, wealthy family, that always, what are you driving? Or around people, what are you driving? What are you wearing? What bag are you? What bag are you wearing? All of this stuff, right? What do you have? What do you have? What do you have? What do you have? I drove a G-Wagon. I sold it. I sold it like what, last year? No, this year. I sold my G-Wagon this year. Yeah, because I decided that those things don't get to define me, and that they won't define me. What defines me is my commitment to the light, my commitment to love, my commitment to sharing my message authentically with the world, and doing it in a way that feels good to me, right? Yes, I am so glad everyone is loving this. Hi, Bailey. Oh, yes, sister. Alexis, fuck yes, I'm with you, babe. Yeah, this industry has a really big problem right now, guys, with glorifying money. Not even just this industry, this whole society. What the hell is going on? We're glorifying money. We're all going after our goals for money. I've had money all my life. It does not lead to fulfillment, to happiness, to health. Oh my gosh, guys, get humble. Come on. This is not the truth of who we are. We are so much greater than money. Money is just a neutral resource that we have to have the things we want, and to live in a house, and to drive our cars, and to take planes, to go to the places we need to impact the people we need to impact. The money is not the happiness. I know. I've flown on private planes all my life. I've had all the things all my life. I've got a house, a beautiful house, and I'm going into an even more beautiful house, right? But it's because I stay committed to the love, committed to my message, committed to my purpose, that I have it all, right? That's what leads you to where you're going, is the truth and the authenticity within you, your purpose, impacting the people you're meant to impact with your story. Guys, it's not about the money. It never has been. And I'm not shaming money. Money's awesome. It gets me what I want. It gets me to where I need to go. It gets me around so I can go to retreats, attend retreats, and meet people, and hang out with my friends, and all of the things. That's amazing. But it's not the ultimate answer, right? It's not the ultimate answer, ever. Love is always the answer. Your purpose, your truth, your power is always the answer, especially as divine feminine leaders right now rising. Our power, our true power, our authentic power is everything. Our energy is everything. Take care of that. That is where your happiness comes from. That's where your health comes from. When you start looking at that person in the mirror. There was a time I looked at myself in the mirror and I didn't like what I saw. I was puffy, I was inflamed, I wasn't feeling good. There was so much shit within me because I had my ideals wrong. I had myself based on the money. How many people can I take on my private plane to go visit the Bahamas? I had my ideals all wrong. I know from true experience. I've lived it. Money is not, that does not bring the happiness. I got happy once I bowed down to that inner guidance within me. I bowed down and surrendered everything I had to the inner voice within. That is when I started feeling better, when my health improved, when everything improved within me. When I bowed down and thanked God, love, universe, thank you, thank you, thank you. Lead me along this journey. Where would you have me go? What would you have me do? What would you have me say? And to whom? This is the powerful message. This is the truth. This is the way, guys. Not about the money. Stay humble. Stay true to who you are. And share your message authentically, because the right people, the right clients that are meant for you will flood into you when you do so. And I've spent a lot of time sharing the wrong message. And this is exactly the message that I'm here to share now. I have decided no more. I will not share anything else out of alignment out of my mouth anymore. I am making a commitment, and I want you to show up today and make a commitment with me. To show up in your truth, to share it no matter how scary it is, to share everything that is true to you authentically, and not letting, oh, this person might get upset by this, so I shouldn't say it. No, we have come here to trigger people. We have come here to help people heal. And sometimes we piss them off first before, and that's okay. So this is your message today, guys. This is stay fucking humble. Stay humble. Return to your roots. Return to who you really are. Return to your ideals, your truth, your true beliefs that make you feel fulfilled, that make you feel good, and bow down to that inner guidance within you, because it is always guiding you. It is always showing you the way. It's always showing you what is meant for you and taking you to the people, the places, the things that are meant for you, and the people you're meant to impact, and all of the above things. Bailey says, hey, this is incredibly powerful. I'm so glad. Alexa says, oh my girl, you're on fire, about to have me cry tears of joy. Yes, exactly. Eileen is giving me the thumbs up. Facebook, give me some love. No one's saying anything on Facebook. Say, hey guys. Yes, exactly. It's not where the fulfillment is, like you said. It's never, guys, that's exactly it. We can have all of the money and all of the things, and those are just pretty shiny things. But the truth is, take care of your inner self. Taking care of our inner self, healing our inner self, healing this trueness within inside of ourselves and letting it free is the best thing you will feel to happiness, to joy, right? Is when you feel that inner fire within you, you feel it and you let it out and you let it impact the people that it's meant to impact. That is so far beyond anything money could ever buy you. Anything money could buy you. It's because that is fulfillment. True success is when you are in alignment with your beliefs, your ideas, your values, and letting them show and shining them and sharing them authentically and sharing everything that you have to share authentically. If you're chasing the money, I just please hear me. If you're chasing the money, it will lead you to feeling lonely. I've had the money. I've done the private planes. I've done it, guys. I've done it all. I've had friends, done all of that, did I don't know, what do people do these days? Go to cabanas and drink champagne, whatever it is, who knows? Which is fun, that's fine. But that's not what brings the having it all. It doesn't. That's not what brings having it all. Money doesn't mean, just because someone has money doesn't mean they have it all. I know people within my circle, I know people within my life that have tons of money, tons of things, all of the cars, all of the belongings you could ever have, a beautiful house right near the beach, all of the things, and they're miserable. That's because when you become a slave to money, you become a slave to materialistic ideals, things, people, beliefs that lead you feeling lonely. But when you turn your soul over to the light, when you turn your soul over and surrender and wave the white flag and ask the light to come fill you up, it will come into you and flood into your being. This new energy you're feeling on earth is here. It is a new light consciousness that is here, changing us on a deep cellular level. Let it come in and wipe away everything that is no longer true to you, that is no longer meant for you or in alignment with your truth. That means you might be called to let go of some hard shit. You're going to be called to heal relationships that really hurt. Last week, I was clearing and healing a relationship that really hurts and continues sometime to hurt me, but it is my job to show up in that relationship with the utmost love that I can and the utmost forgiveness. That is my commitment to the light, and that has to be your commitment too. Clear the stuff away, guys. Become a clear vessel for the light. Step into your truth, your light, your power, so this message that is trying to come through you can share freely. But don't do it because of the money. Don't do it because of you could have this or that or go to this person or do this. Who cares about any of that? No. Do it for the fulfillment, for the purpose, for the feeling of feeling good. Do it for the light. Do it because it's your calling. It is your calling that is setting you on fire, right? So many of us right now are stuck with inflammation within our bodies. I mean, how many Americans have inflammation and all of this stuff? And I did too, and I still do, but it's because I was keeping on old emotions, old stagnant energy, old beliefs. I was holding on to dense energies that were not for my highest good. And this journey has been all about clearing away those dense energies, clearing all of that out, clearing that all away so that I can become a clean vessel for the message coming through me. Okay? Okay. Am I riffing too much? I need to stop. Okay, I'm like 50 minutes into this. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for all the love and the hearts. Bailey said that can't be the motivator. Yeah, money can't be the motivator, guys. Because here's the truth. If money is your motivator within this world, within this life, about everything you do, you will be left lonely. Money will not bring you to your purpose. It will not bring you to the things you're meant to. It won't. I've been there, I've done it, and I've felt more lonely than ever. What brings true happiness is unconditional love and an unconditional giving and serving to the light. Bowing down and saying thank you. Bowing down and serving and showing up in your best self. Now that's impact. That's impact. That brings happiness. That brings peacefulness. That brings truthfulness to this world that we need now more than ever. Okay? Beautiful. Bailey said, this is amazing. Thank you. You're so welcome, Bailey. I'm so excited you could join me today. Kyle said, impact and changing lives is the motivation. Yeah, also, exactly, Kyle, that is the motivation. Impact and changing lives and our commitment to serving the light. It's our commitment, guys, and it's our job as light leaders, light workers, divine feminine leaders to commit ourselves to this journey, to commit ourselves to the light, to commit ourselves to sharing authentically no matter what it is, and sharing our truth with the world. It's our job, and we have to show the fuck up for it. You're needed now more than ever. Have you seen our world? This industry is not oversaturated. This industry is in need. This world is in dire need of all of the woke people. We are in dire need of people who are following their soul and following their light and in their power, their true power, and in their consciousness. So we can help heal the others, right? So we can help elevate the consciousness of our planet. So we can help elevate into this new energy, these new light realms that are coming down on Earth, right? This is your commitment. Make your commitment today to the light, to love, to make your commitment to showing up with forgiveness and showing up and being humble. We're never better than anyone else. It doesn't matter, guys. We're never better than anyone, and we're not less than anyone else. No one is better than us. We're all equal. We're all equal, and we're all here to support one another along this journey, along this path, okay? So support one another. Send each other love. Cover this planet in a beautiful golden white light bubble, sending love to everyone, because that is what we need now more than ever. People who are motivated by the light, who are motivated by their inner purpose, who are motivated by fulfillment rather than money. Because our world doesn't need more money right now. There's plenty of money to go around. There's plenty of abundance to go around, right? We need more love. We need more light workers. We need more divine feminine leaders guiding us along this road to ascension and to expansion. All right, guys. So make your commitment. DM me if you have any questions. Let me know if you've been feeling called to step into your purpose, to step into your truth, light, and power. Reach out to me. I have something really exciting dropping tomorrow. Some awesome free videos are going to be coming out this week, and you're not going to want to miss it. Instagram, if you're on Instagram, go into the link in my bio. The Soul Expansion Method, download it. It's 8 hours of content with me, riffing on all of this kind of stuff, and also all about divine feminine leaders stepping into their truth, light, and power. This is what we need, guys. We need more people stepping into this. We need more people after the fulfillment. We need more people staying true to who they are. So go download the Soul Expansion Bundle. Facebook, I'm dropping you the link right here. Go download it. You'll get on my email list too, which is super exciting because you'll get all the firsthand news of what's going on this week, okay? And all of the good stuff. So let me know if you ever have any question. Jody said, light leaders. This word stirs my heart. Yeah, Jody, you're a light leader. You're a light worker. So follow your heart. Follow your soul, okay, Jody? It's being called. It's calling you. Answer that call. And let me know if you have any questions. Jody, a great place for you to start would be the Soul Expansion Bundle, just because I help. It's my 5-day Get Connected to Your Purpose and Authenticity. I help you get connected to that voice within you, that intuition, and help it to start guiding you along your journey. It's completely free, guys. It's 8 hours of free content with me. And you can always reach out to me. You'll get on my email list, so you can email me back, and I can always email you if you ever have any questions, comments, or concerns, okay? Reach out to me. Stay tuned for tomorrow. I have really exciting news coming tomorrow and something really exciting dropping tomorrow. Okay, I'm sending you all so much love, so much light. Have a beautiful night. Bye. Bye, Instagram. Bye, Facebook. I'm sending you guys love, so much love, okay? Bye.